Hey guys, just wanted to kind of do another update just since I had a few minutes. I have got some mountain mint. This is the narrow leaf, I think is what it's called, mountain mint. So I'm going to keep them in those pots because they will spread, not crazy, but they'll spread. And I'm going to try and put them in the middle of some of my vegetable beds next year. Well, I'll do it this year, but I'll let it get big next year, just to see if I can bring in some more predators and pollinators next year, just to kind of see, because it's like the most active plant that I have that has, all sorts of activity on it. We do have a cucumber. I'm gonna pick that today. Oh, look at all these stink bugs. Look at that. So annoying. Ugh, I hate those guys. They're all over my tomatoes, putting little holes in them. Found this the other day. Don't know if anything actually is living in there, but I do tend to get at least one bird's nest in one of the towers every year, just always on the top, because I use this cover and it's like a pretty sheltered thing. So yeah, I do actually pretty regularly get a bird's nest. I'm breaking off blight infested bits of my tomatoes just to try and limp them along as much as possible. I've got, there we go, got another cucumber coming in. Pretty excited about all that. This is, I think, Bunny Kisses. It's struggled, but it's still, limping along. I haven't gotten a lot of tomatoes from it, but gonna turn this one around today because we do have some new tomatoes. Ooh, that is not focusing. Coming in pretty well. So, and I did plant some lettuce seeds in some of these emptier spots. So hopefully we'll have some new greenery fill in these pockets that we can eat. I do leave these weeds, little ice plant, like a native ice plant, because it makes these really pretty little magenta flowers. You can't see them right now, but anyway, I think they're pretty. I think I showed you guys the lily last time that we had a video. I did want to show you guys, I cleaned up, this is it. I haven't put it in the backyard to burn it yet. But I did clean up the blackberry bush. Just took out all of the spent canes. And I mean, you can see, there's still berries on the new canes, right? I'll have berries in the fall, maybe even midsummer, because those are already fertilized. But this will grow up. There will be more canes that shoot up and stuff that comes off. And so all I've done is tie these to the top of the trellis right here. This one will bend over eventually, and then I'll just kind of tuck it and tie it against that just to keep it out of this pathway, right? I did take off some of the leaves that were on this fig that looked like they were getting rust, the tiger fig, and I've been trying to diligently do that. I need to cut these flower heads off so that the sage will put up some more, or salvia. Still, this blueberry is just not ripening. I don't know what the deal is this year. They're still just pink with the occasional blue one. So I don't know. Never has taken this long for this one to mature. The berries. So I don't know if something's going on this year or what. I'm gonna run the irrigation tapes today because it hasn't rained in several days. Not really well anyway. Need to deadhead this so it'll keep putting up nice pretty flowers. The rock rose has started to put on flowers again. It just kind of comes and goes. I am gonna try and take that mesh off and harvest blueberries again. I haven't decided if it's got enough ripe berries to justify it. Let's go look at it. Look, my dahlias is gonna bloom. So I think this one is like a red and yellow. Yeah, I mean, there's some blue ones in there. There's a lot more turning, but there's definitely enough blue in here to do another harvest. It's just kind of a pain to get this back on, and Hubs has had a procedure, so it's just, we try not to do anything we don't have to do as far as physical things. But this lantana is looking beautiful. This is the same dahlia that's over there being supported by the tree, but that pumpkin just started running. I'm gonna have to take it and put it over here so it'll have some actual ground to touch, because I want it to root right where it touches down, which is the whole point of growing these Machada type pumpkins. So we're just gonna gently, ow, pokey. We're gonna move this. We're gonna gently try and like touch this stuff down onto the ground right there, and hope that it will keep going that way and root. I love, this is a dark blue sage that I planted over there, and it just kind of has been spreading, and it's so beautiful. Oh, let's see. This horse mint has been absolutely covered in bumblebees. Like, there's so many bumblebees that love this thing. I've been watching them all week long. It's great, and it makes me happy. Oh, I gotta take some weeds. That is a false mulberry weed. They're horrible, and I need to go get it and pull it out. But let's see. Oh, that pumpkin finally decided to start running. I know that one's been running. This one here, I'm gonna have to like redirect it around. I still leave this. I don't know what this is. I'm sure it's a weed. I'm sure it's a weed. I just don't know where. I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't pull stuff because I'm like, what if it's a native that's important? I don't know. This guy has already attached up here, so he's not hitting the ground, but I'm probably gonna break those, yeah. And then this one too, because I really want, the whole point of these machadas, right, is to have them hitting the ground so they'll root, so that whenever, let me just pull you guys, the squash vine borer comes, because it will come, it's got multiple points of rooting so that it can like survive that kind of attack, right? And looks like one of my zinnias flowered, pretty red one, so that's kind of cool. Happy about that. I need to come out here one day. Look, we have so many, man, I don't know if y'all can see them, but like there are so many ladybugs. I see 3 right here. So, and then I want to, oh, here's another one. Look at you guys, little ladybugs everywhere. I want to come out one day. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a picture of a passion flower, I think, that I took yesterday that I'll put on there today. But the whole reason I started this tour was, hey, my sunflower finally opened up, and it's just this beautiful traditional sunflower. It's about 4.5 foot tall, really beautiful. Looks like there's some subsequent like blossoms coming out. So I love these sunflowers. I planted them here 1 year, and usually each year I get at least one that comes back. Now that one in the back, right, that's a perennial sunflower. That's like a pale yellow, and that comes back every year, but it also spreads by roots, so it's pretty aggressive. I got to keep yanking it up so it doesn't take over this whole bed. So let's see. I don't think there's anything new really in here, just beautiful. Right? And this perennial sunflower is going to start putting blossoms out soon. Like that's the next thing that's going to come up here. The mist flower is finally coming in. I love to see all those mist flowers because the bees and butterflies love them too. This is still here. There's still a couple of columbine seedlings. They look pretty rough, but that sage is still here. I think that's a Rudbeckia. It could be a Echinacea. They kind of look really similar, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, definitely going to be running some tapes, the irrigation tapes this evening. I actually got some native blueberries. I had one already, and I liked it so much I got 3 more and planted them because they'll spread through rhizomes. The berries are really small, but it's a native and it really does hold its own regardless of how much water and stuff it gets, right? So that's one of the reasons I wanted to kind of grow that. I have come out here and tried to weed, but there is like so much Johnson grass and it just takes over. This is the mountain mint that I've rooted and put in those other, oh my gosh, guys. All right, I know you guys are voracious pumpkins, but I'm gonna need y'all to like quit, no, thank you. Let's hit the ground, okay, because this is a pear tree that's been struggling, and you guys just took out half of the sunlight. Oh my goodness, dude. No, not a pear tree. This is a, what is this? Oh, I don't know. I know most days, but I can't think of it today. I'll remember it after I post this video. But anyway, look at all these flowers that are like on here already. Now there's no like ones that are female yet, but that's fine, that's normal. That one's running, and I'm hoping that these guys will just take over the whole area, because you know it's about to get the really hot time. Look, I never get any of my strawberries out here. That's why I started putting them in a tower, because something always eating them, worms and stuff. Like here's another one. But do you think I'm gonna eat it? No, because it's already been gnawed on right there. So yeah, I never get any of the strawberries. There's tons of strawberries here. They all grow here, but mostly I guess it feeds slugs, because I never get any because of the slugs and birds and all that stuff. But that's why I have that pink one. I started growing them in a tower and got a bunch of strawberries this year, so that's cool. Look, can you see how big that pumpkin back there has gotten? That's big. Let's see if we can get over there and not kill anything on our way. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, I haven't been out here in a hot minute. There's my sugar cane, but look, we gotta be good neighbors. Gotta redirect this pumpkin back into the bed. You guys gotta go this way, so we don't give the neighbors a pumpkin patch for a yard. I couldn't be happier though. Like I was really hoping that the pumpkins would just kind of go crazy in this front bed. I mean, look at all this real estate. There is things growing, right? Most of them are tall enough to grow above the pumpkins, but a lot of these violets and strawberries in the heat of summer, they die. They turn brown and just die. This pumpkin will keep on trucking. So we'll see. I'm excited to see them coming and growing. This rose I planted, it's a fuchsia rose, and it looked really sad when I first put it in there, but it's got a bunch of leaves on it. Here's hoping. I'm pretty hopeful, but I think that's it, guys. My black-eyed Susans haven't flowered yet, but they're getting close. So not a ton this time around, but I was just happy about that sunflower.